Hi, energy. I'm finna pull from alignment and see what's all going on within the ether, see what spirit want to enlighten. But I already got a heads up as into we are in a Brahman energy, Saturn energy, a natural turn energy, even though we are in a Thursday. But it's based off your values in the dark. I got that from the date of the day, which is the 2 and the 6, values in the dark and the weather for where I'm at. I can't remember what the heck it said. Oh, how could I forget? It's my birthday. Um, 45, and then tonight was the 29, but the 4 and the 29 is my birthday. Happy birthday to me. And it's halfway. It's myself halfway, which is my values in the dark, which is the family base, which we are in family season. Pisces season is on 10 toes down, standing on business, which is great, honestly. That's what drives me. That's what gets me to going. They'd be like, what makes an engine take off? Well, not an engine, but a plane. That's what I normally reference to. What makes a plane take off? You know, it's my family, honestly. On top of something I realized even personally within myself, is love and support. That thrives me. It's intriguing. When you feel loved, even though I always be like, I need support, because I understand how it gets the engine going. That's what makes a plane take off. And I've been thriving off of that, honestly. It's great. Feeling loved and cared for, honestly, personally, within myself, outside of, myself, which would be like other people, like kids and lover and friends. Self, been thriving off of literally being cared for, feeling cared for. So just had to highlight on that because I felt that was so important today within my detox. I'm in an energy of needing to detox, but at needing to detox. I'm about to say and bedazzle myself, but that was a message I literally received today for myself because, you know, it's an energy of you halfway. Yourself is telling you about yourself. It's almost when they be like, if you could, what would you tell your younger self? Type of an energy. But it's like your younger self telling you about yourself, if that makes sense. And younger self was just like, I'm trying to bedazzle you. Let me elaborate more because like, what was the topic? It was the energy of with me detoxing. Y'all guys would call working out, sweating. It makes my body hurt a lot. Like I just got back into it and it hurt so bad. My body hurt so bad. And I'm just like, what makes a person keep going? Like, well, why would you want to keep going when your body? It's not even about wanting to, because you probably want to, like, I don't want to feel like I'm giving up, because if your body hurting, you're going to probably stop. I know all about that. That's me for sure. Like, bump this is a joke. Don't bump this is a joke. Which goes back into how younger self, or literally self, let me keep going, then I'll get back to that aspect. But what makes a person keep going? Like, how do you keep going with your body hurting like this? Or do you not get that side effect? Like, just like pain pills or certain things you take, everybody don't have the same side effect. Do you know you don't get that tight body like your bones are about to break aspect? Because that's me. My body feel real heavy and like my bones are about to break. It's an intriguing feeling. Like, how do you keep going? It's almost impossible because your body hurts so much. At least my experience, honestly. But I went and it was like, I'm going to get some pain pills. I'm going to get some pain pills. And I got my some pain pills yesterday and I took them and I actually woke up ready. I woke up ready. Honestly. So that's how me personally is continuing to go. Which I actually took a cold shower today. That was a whole nother situation that I received today that I was on team. I'm not doing that, but actually it was beneficial to do and it actually complements the weather. We're supposed to get snow. Cold is in the agenda today, but it's all about a balance. That's what I received today. Balance is really important, intriguingly. But it's like, it's more of an energy not to get distracted, because part of my detox when I was receiving, because I use music to help me within this energy. And it was that song, Will I Am, I Just Want to Scream and Shout. Could be in a chaotic situation for sure. But another song, which was Young M.A., an aspect in that is small problems but big moves. You want to scream and shout, but whatever you're going through is like, it's totally irrelevant. It's small problems, big moves. And I was like, it was clarity for me, but it's part of the balance. When I say balance is important, it's just not like energy that I was attempting to do metaphorically. Because I was like, I'm not taking no cold shower. I will soak in a hot bath, though. We're not putting like fire to fire. That's not how that, it's not a balance. You're going to go get in that cold shower. And it actually was great. I was hesitating at first. It's not like I never did it before, but it's just like, I have the ability to cut this hot water on. I have the ability to cut this hot water. I want to get in hot water. But once I got in there, it wasn't so bad. I was like, oh shit, this actually feels good. It feels good. It felt good, honestly. But then intriguingly, it got colder. Intriguingly, like real cold, like icicles was in the water. Then it went back. It almost got like a little hot. It'd be intriguing, but it still felt good. I was actually tempted to like cut the water on colder when I got done, but I was satisfied, honestly. Speaking of a balance, but rewinding back into it, what made me even get into this whole topic. When I be in pain like that, like in the working out concept, it made me literally question myself. Like, what am I doing this for? Like, am I trying to hurt myself? Like, I really start having conversations with myself. And it don't be good conversations. Honestly, that's where myself start getting mad with myself, literally. Like, are you trying to hurt me? And within me, like, thinking that within that moment, it was like, no, I'm trying to bedazzle you. Spirit is trying to give me my best self, my best version of myself. But it's just like, another part of me is just like, you trying to hurt me. You know my bones hurt, you know my body hurt. Like, what am I doing this for? What am I doing this for? You like to be bedazzled. I'm trying to give you what you want, my own. Which has been a consistent energy too lately. You know the destination is great, but you don't know how you're going to get there. It's that same type of an energy. That's the intriguing part. Like, I know a person who just, I honestly do. I really do. It's intriguing. Maybe to you guys, it's not intriguing to me. It's like, that's what I would love to be and be able to, I would love to be able to do that. Like, literally, go for runs in my swimsuit. Go into stores in my swimsuit and be like confident. Like, I'm already a confident person. You best to believe it. Like, I already be naked and feeling like I'm just the best thing of the best thing, you know? But when it's like, you know it can get better, it's just like, that's going to be amazing, honestly. It got to be amazing. Oh, dude, I feel like I'm having confession time. It's an intriguing aspect, but it's really true, honestly. It's a personal goal, but it's nothing. The intriguing part about that goal is it's not like I'm in a rush to get to it. It's like something to look forward to. Like, I'm only getting older. I mean, I only can get better, and that's in the better category. The moment when they be like, be present, enjoy the moment. I be enjoying the moment. People don't understand that. Definitely, when I seem like I start something, I stop. It's like in a rush. Metaphorically for me, all I'm doing is getting better. I'm gonna be 90 and on bodybuilder status. Like, the footeries, I only get better. There's no way I can get worse. There's no way I can get worse. I only can get better. The footer, if anything, you can say I'm the worst now, metaphorically, but I wouldn't even say that kind of shit. I'm quite lovely, but I know I can get better. I know there could be improvements for sure. Where I want to start at, other than this long highlights of energy, it's just something that enlightened me today. That was great. Realizing, intriguingly, it feels like a younger self energy. Which I actually talked about that too, intriguingly. That's intriguing how dots connect together. This is funny how dots connect together. Seriously, I kind of forgot what I was about to say, honestly. I'm gonna start off to see what houses are standing out today in astrology. What house is supporting this energy today? Oh, it was the energy of a baby energy. People always identify me as a baby, honestly, and it's been something that has always bothered me personally. Like, some people don't really think of how to express this, honestly, because this is like a new awareness, but it's not, because it's like something people really call me. But I got enlightened yesterday in a different form, definitely with the way I've been speaking. It's been coming off a little vulgar, profanity style. Profanity style. I get myself chuckle sometimes. I'm just thinking, because like, I want to be like, I'm grown. But it's like, when you know you're a child because the higher source tell you a child, it's intriguing, honestly. It's an intriguing energy. Because it's like an energy of, you don't get to be like the other ones. It's like, what that mean? You don't get to be like the other ones. That's the intriguing part. It's like literally an energy of forever young. Just like how I always say, they treat old people the same way they treat babies. It's an intriguing energy. But that energy is an energy where it's like, you really cared for, but they seem like you can't do nothing and you don't know nothing. That's the intriguing part. Or you know a lot. You know, some people, they be like, older people got all the wisdom, you know. But for me, I really swear they treat old people and babies just alike. Oh, and his first house too. That came out quickly. His first house is you. That's the intriguing part of energy. Definitely of your values in the dark. What do you believe in? What's your beliefs? It's really important. Definitely when they be like Christ. Christ consciousness is reflecting. It is you. Speaking of, you don't get to be like the other ones. Higher standards. And that drives me crazy. Because, like, that's their standards, you know? You know, I even caught myself today within that energy as into, I normally don't use profanity. I normally don't. And when I do, I really be like, oops, pardon me. Like, it just slipped on out. I didn't even know that was like in the dialogue. Like, it just, whoop, where'd that come from? Oops, pardon me. Like, I normally catch myself, but somebody who brought it to my attention before Bay did was my son. He'd be like, ooh, you said a cuss word. Like, and I'd just be like, ooh, pardon me. That's the intriguing part. But kind of lately, I ain't been pardon me or nothing. I'd just be like, I don't know why you offended. What's the problem? I don't know why you offended. I don't ever think about even saying pardon me. That's an intriguing aspect of energy, honestly. I'm not saying that I regret it or that I shouldn't have been. It's just something that I've been dealing with, honestly. Even though recently it was brought to my attention, you're a baby. You don't get to operate that way. Which made me think yesterday when it actually came to me in that form, when do I get to be an adult? You know, when do I get to use that type of language? You know, when that come? You know, is it like the people standard as to, you know, when you start paying your own bills and you have your own house, it came off still like a no. That's the intriguing part. Like, it almost seemed like a not this lifetime type of an energy. It's an intriguing aspect, honestly. It'd be driving me crazy. Honestly, I'm gonna lie. That's why I was like, I'm learning to accept it, but somebody sparked my comfortability and it was like, you a doll, baby. And I was just like, that make more sense. That gives me more comfort because that makes a little bit more sense than just a baby. Some people might be like, what's the difference? There's a difference to me because a doll baby make more sense for me personally. And that's the values. Values came out. How about that? First house and second house came out. Hello, senses. Hello, senses. That's so funny too. That's hella important. Even though I put it like in the 21 form, intriguingly. I wonder why I did that. Let me get back to that. Click. Let's say click. Quick clarity. 8th house is right up top. Affinity energy. This is intriguing energy. It's you. That's the intriguing part. This is you, which would be me. This is your values the other way. Your values is up high, you down here. I just talked about that energy too. That's intriguing energy because I watched a little episode, not even the whole thing, but a partial of it because I felt the energy calling me to do it. Definitely with the energy of what do a psychic do with their day. I went and I watched a little Lucifer. And I watched it before, but when it first came out, and then I got on to the part where you can binge off of it. But I went and I was watching it, and he is the Lord of pretty much down here. This energy is the Lord of down here. And that's the same way I say I've been eating lately. Energy that's down here. Not so much what you think in the heaven sky. Like, only thing I always think of is like birds. They fly in the air. I don't know what else is up there. You can get up there and eat. But metaphorically, I've been making sure I eat foods down here. Like, that grow out the ground. Even though it symbolizes up there too. Because it don't just stay stuck down there. That's an intriguing energy. But it reminded me of the same aspect of energy. Because it's the ruler of down here. Even though it is from up there. That's an intriguing aspect, even though I'm saying up there. It's all, that's an intriguing energy. That's such an intriguing energy. Just because it's synchronicity energy. It coexists. That's the intriguing part. It's not just that way. It's all around. That's what I came to the conclusion of. I think my last translation. Kind of forgot about to say again. Awkward moment. It's just, that's a new awareness I just got yesterday. Looking at this energy. Of a down here energy. You're down here, but your values is above you. And this energy feel like a younger self. It's something that's identifying as you, or you identifying as that's guiding you. If that makes sense. I hope that makes sense, because that's just what it is. What did I come to the conclusion of recently? When it came to this energy. Eating down here. Examples, like today, I actually got carrots. It grows from the ground. Like, it comes out the ground. Bananas, they grow on trees, but the tree grows out the ground. Some main things I've been eating, my go-tos, carrots, it's a seeing concept. And the bananas, it's just a tree, it's a structure. Which that's probably a whole message within itself, honestly. You see in the structure? I'm not honestly sure, don't get me to making up stuff. It's just, I'm sure that's a whole message within itself. It's just those have been my main two go-tos lately. I honestly can't remember. If it's meant to, it'll come back to me because I can't honestly remember. But I did come to a conclusion of that energy. I literally just totally forgot. Jesus, that's so intriguing. Okay, we're just gonna see what's going on between these houses really quick. It's an affinity energy. Either side, it's the same. Which that was another conclusion. You're learning that there's not a difference. Which that was the energy of what's right and what's wrong. Of the energy that I was talking about just recently. Which goes back to a conclusion, but that's not what I was getting at. 4th house is your family. Speaking of a structure. Represents the foundation of life. A here and after energy. If there's communication, oh, these are all upright. I haven't gotten to one that's in reverse yet. These are all upright. That's great. It's communication in the dark. And that's the weather concept. No, it's the date, pardon me. It's the date. The 26th, pardon me. Is your values are in the dark. They're halfway. Coming through a portal. There we go. We got one in reverse. Here it goes. And that's probably exactly why I put it in this form, other than But I just flipped it on. I hope those still in the same right order. It just fell out of my hands really quick. It's balanced. It doesn't even matter. It's balanced. I meant to put this in 12th house because this is the way I felt it. And I've set it down in 21th form. Your 7th house is in reverse. Your oneness is in reverse. That's such an intriguing energy. It's such an intriguing energy. Because it's you. This is like how they'd be like, there's another you in another dimension. That's the only way I can really explain this energy. It's you. There's another you in another dimension. And it's in reverse. Intriguing. Who's up under there? 12th house. Use your senses. It's teaching. Use your senses. It's teaching. And then it's balanced. That is beautiful. That's beautiful. Go ahead and dap my nose really quick. Before I get the leaking over here. But that's beautiful. Honestly. Very beautiful. I was like, why did I put that in 21 form and I meant 12? Your values are teaching you. Which that makes even a lot of sense out of how I said, I've been thriving literally off of feeling loved and cared for. Those are my values. That's intriguing. It's balanced out. That is beautiful. Very beautiful. What zodiac is supporting this energy to die? I said, I hope I explained that right. I know I did. It's just... It's you. It's just intriguing because they'd be like, there's nobody else like me. I'm uniquely created. In this dimension? But you're reflecting somebody else. And I only can give an example of when they'd be like, be like Christ. That's the simple example I know. I'm pretty sure there's other examples. That's one that I know of a be like Christ. Where you start literally reflecting somebody else. It's an intriguing energy, honestly. Because you're saying it's you, but it's like, they're saying be like. It's an intriguing energy, honestly. Who do I be like? I want to say myself, but I'm probably in that category of just like Christ. I call on Jesus all the time. I know that's part of my journey. Hell of a sacrifice. I am Jesus, okay? Like, the sacrifices be out this world for the bigger picture. And it's always to be connected. It's an infinite energy. That's the intriguing part. Even I was speaking about, I recognize this energy today. My values is my family. My son and my daughter, literally, even though my daughter is on the eternal side and my child is in the physical form, we connect energetically. Like, we already at the destination of our purpose. The purpose was even being taught. That's the intriguing part. We don't have to physically be together to be together. That's an intriguing energy, honestly. Even though it's not bad, it's even weird to say intriguing. It just really is intriguing. Like, that's intriguing. It sparks the mind. But it's true. Because it is the mind. Which I got my bedazzle of. Heart chakra. Which I put the heart chakra on my jewel too. I got the crescent moon and a star energy. Got the jewel. My star energy. What zodiac's for in this energy? I was feeling about to say something else and I kind of honestly totally forgot what I was about to say. Why do you keep forgetting, ma'am? Law of relativity, obviously. But I can't wait to see where law of relativity is at within the deck when I shuffle through. Where is my universal laws? Oh, right there. Guess who at the top there? Law of attraction is up top. That's my next deck I'm gonna go to after I figure out what zodiac is supporting this energy. Which is on we debating if we wanna, nothing came out yet. Should I go to the universal laws first? Or just be patient? Yesterday was a patient energy too. That's an intriguing aspect. Even though it wasn't that bad, I had got a heads up when I went to donate, which my donating energy have been so extreme. It's intriguing. Even though Spirit did says, devote, did it say devote yourself? What the heck did it say? Give me a minute. I actually need to look this up. Because when I'm thinking about what I'm saying, I'm like, that's amazing how it's been aligning. It's showing me like my next steps lyrically. Like before, just my last time, I couldn't get through because my heart rate needs to be faster, which means you need to move your body. You need to move your body. It's like, I'm going to use it as just an example. You cannot enter the rest of God. No, I should use that example. I'm saying, let me keep flowing what I'm saying. You can't enter the rest of God unless you believe. It's something about an aspect you can't get through unless you are aligned with it. And for this aspect, I need to be active. It's an intriguing energy to get through. But, last time I went, she spoke of being patient. You need to be patient, trying to strategize things. That's like you get through to something, but things ain't moving so quickly as you expect them to. They're trying to strategize things. Maybe more coming in, I'm not sure. It's just, I realize, honestly, dots are connecting. Just from me doing that energy. It's intriguing, honestly. It's something about the east side. I'm going to tell you no lie. I was a person before. I normally am a north sider or south sider. I learned to adapt with the west side. They took me in a good amount of times from the shelter concept. It was on the west side, but I really never resided too much on the east side. I came to the east side one time before I actually started living out here. I just came out here to stay in the hotel. And it was already intriguing. Even that experience was intriguing. I was just like, it's intriguing. I think I actually texted myself somewhere. It was like, the east side is intriguing already. I showed up in the dark energy and it was intriguing to me, honestly. And literally still, it's intriguing. I get a lot of clarity in this, a lot of deja vu energy. Quickly. It literally shows the beauty of communication because somebody literally has your puzzle piece. You just have to show up. Senses, you have to sense. It's not even sent it out. It's just have the spirit to want to receive. Listen. Literally. They will tell you you'll enter for sure. That's what's been happening to me lately. It's so intriguing. What was I looking for? Oh, that message. Let's make sure I said that right. So I feel like I did. It's just, that's an important energy. Donate yourself to areas where you are one. That's why everything is literally puzzle piecing together. And this energy is literally an energy of be patient, strategizing. And it's intriguing just because within that lesson, they were moving a little slow there because something about their machines were messed up or something. They were trying to figure out how to fix it back and things like that. But it literally would display within my life. That's the intriguing part, how that aspect goes. And how I pretty much already knew that because I texted myself before I even went there. And I normally don't even think about having to wait slow. I be actually geeked when I go to the new one that I go to. Because normally ain't no line. Normally ain't no line. The one I normally go to up north would be a line normally. I normally get through quickly. So for me to sit there, what was my last message I wrote myself? With timing, you get clarity. Always recognize victory. But within here, I put my little stuff, little clever little things. With timing, you celebrate. You get clarity. You get lots of loving. Always recognize victory. And it's like the emoji with the expression of you, like your brain is open, because you're one. Let me show you. See if I can show you how I did it. Sometimes it'd be looking a little too blurry on here, but just believe what I'm saying, okay? I'm trying to show you, but my phone be looking blurry. I don't know how to get it to not. But when I receive messages from Spirit, I'm a self-texter, and I text myself that. Let me say it again. With timing, you get clarity. Always recognize victory. And that's literally puzzle pieces, or literally energy of, who was that? That's Sagittarius. That is Sagittarius. A lady luck energy, always in the right place at the right time. You will start recognizing you're never late, you're never too early, because everything will play out the way it needs to. So I was like, that's so great. Because yesterday I was actually like, oh my God, I already knew I was going to be late. Honestly, or at least I thought I was going to be late. But I had to be there at a certain time for a certain reason to meet a certain person who actually just said they were tired. You know, he was like, I'm just chilling. He said, I'm on chill mode. I just retired. I guess he the person who was building bridges for us on the highway. He retired from that, he said. But that's his victory, is retiring. But that's something I actually received kind of recently too. Actually, no, I didn't receive it. I watched it. It's kind of the same, but it's a little different. I was watching Touched by Angels. I'm so happy that it's on Netflix. I normally watch it on my phone, but it's on Netflix. Touched by an Angel. And she was talking to the angel, and she was saying an aspect of, what does he leave behind? Like, what you leaving behind has to be so important of your purpose. It's really important, like a legacy concept. And for me, I was like, oh, you built bridges for us. That's lasting. You're making it easier. I thought that was so intriguing. It seems simple, but it's like, seriously, that's something that's lasting. But something else I want to say within that energy, I can't honestly remember. I'm getting Alzheimer's. I'm just joking. Let me not joke that way, because that's kind of not funny. It's not funny. Jesus. I said, let me not joke that way. I actually prepped myself for that, honestly. Somebody, or maybe even me one day, that might really happen. A couple of years ago, I started labeling my cabinets, honestly. Like where things is at. I want to say I did it for my son. So, you know, while I'm busy, he know where things is at. But that it does go with that type of energy. You don't know where you put things at. You got to start labeling things. Like the cabinet back there, sauces is up there, plates is over here. You know, I started doing that at one point in time. It was intriguing. I want to say it was for my son. Don't bother me. Go figure it out. Everything is labeled. I'm busy. That's not a bad thing, honestly. It's just Aries energy. Got some Aries energy. Feeling creative? A little passion going on? And Pisces is right on the other side. That's not surprising. Who's up under there? Gemini. Followed up by who? This is intriguing. First responder. So first responder through the air. Already. Just what I said. I have to mention this energy, Pisces energy, because this lesson is so intense for me. Just because I did just go through a miscarriage, and recently my period came back, menstrual. Was on the scene, we in a new week now. Last week came, but it was so intriguing, honestly. That's one of the reasons that would drive me crazy about even having to go to work during a miscarriage energies, because sometimes I wouldn't bleed that much, and then next thing I know, like, I ain't going to blood through my damn clothes. Like, it just, but this energy, it will literally stop and then come right back. Just like this energy. Like, it's here, then it stops. Then it comes right back. But not like so quickly. That's the intriguing part. And it did it a whole week. It will stop and then come right back. That's the intriguing part. Like, I want to use like some hours, like, realize I'm bleeding, put my tampon in, time to change my tampon, and Then I realized ain't no blood on it, or ain't that much blood on it. Then I'm like, I don't need no tampon because I'm not really bleeding. I go to the bathroom again, wipe again, there won't be no blood. And then all of a sudden I go back to the bathroom eventually, I'm bleeding. It's an intriguing energy. And it's this Pisces behavior. It's an intriguing energy of a lesson. I don't know how much to elaborate more on that other than I recognize that. Like, that's so intriguing. But it just showing me a family base. Like, whether you see me or you don't, I'm still there. That's the intriguing energy, honestly, that I've been going through a lot. Definitely with Darling. My miscarriage energy. That was already guiding me. That's the intriguing part. That's the extra intriguing part of that energy. I actually got triggered by something like that yesterday. I did share as my story. What do a psychic do with their day? And, I just shared it as my story. But then I want to cut in the radio because I was like, wow, I want to hear some classical music, classical 101. But I was scrolling through the stations to be able to find that. And I heard a guy be like, you can't kill half a baby. And I instantly got triggered. I was like, what? What are you talking about? But I actually thought about it, like, you really can. I just experienced it. I literally just experienced it. But it's like, that's not even half of it. You can't even kill it. You can't even kill it. That's an intriguing energy. I actually talked about that in my last translation, as into I think I explained this energy. That's definitely 7th house in reverse 2 energy. That oneness energy. It's like you don't get to choose the steps. You just come in, and you might have to go right back out at the same time. So your lesson might be really quick. Some people don't understand that. They think I'm supposed to be in this human form until I'm like 90 years old or 100. Your purpose might only been to make it to 1 year old. Your purpose may have just been in the womb like me. And then head right back out. It's levels to it. Of awareness for journeys and life purposes. That's the intriguing part. It's an awareness level that is important. It's just people don't understand that part. Even, I would say me, honestly, I recently experienced this. So it's not like I'm just saying something or I'm experiencing, even experiencing, it's still just like devastating, I would say. But then again, it's not. It's like always was connected with me. That's an intriguing energy, honestly. But who was I getting at? There's something about that energy of some really have to go out quickly. Their purpose is quickly. It's quick. They don't need the patience concept just to drag it out. Whatever they meant to learn or teach you is quick. Then on to the next life, They're going to come right back. Maybe somebody else teach them a lesson. It might not be back to you. It's levels. It's levels to it. And that's feel like just an awareness aspect. And this is inner light of 2 perspectives within your family. Maybe your family don't understand that concept of what I just sat there and said. But it's a first response of it because it's coming through the air. It's still present. It's first responder. Coming through the air. Guess what? It's balanced. This has been a consistent energy too. I think this was my last energy. It's balanced. I think it was 2 perspectives balance. But this literally is coming through the air. Your values, if you're a believer, that's what it was. That's what it was. Whatever you're receiving is legit. Your values is legit. When they say be like Christ, you're being like Christ. It's balanced. And this energy is coming through the air. It's a first responder coming through the air. And it's balanced. It's balanced. This is perfect tennis. It's coming back and forth. Yeah, your values, where your values headed to? Where you headed to, values? Where you going? To me. Oh, I win. Pull it through, spirit, for sure. It's coming right to me. And it's solid. That's so perfect. Lucky me. Speaking of my green, I feel like I'm already in St. Patty's energy. Just a rainbow form. That's it too. It's perfect tennis. Like a rainbow. We're here, turtle there. It's perfect like a slinky. I said I win. Oneness for sure. That's so perfect. Look at me. My values is headed right to me. And it's solid. Younger self coming right to me. It's solid. Got some obvious energy going on. It's a new start. And it's light and dark. Got a new start in the dark. An obvious one on top of that. I don't know why I got this song in my head. It's a beautiful morning. I think I'll go outside for a while and just smile. Intriguing energy. I don't know where this came from, but that just came in my mind. Even though this morning I was on a Good Morning Kanye West aspect. Wake up, Mr. West by himself. He's so impressed. Gotta really trust yourself energy. This is what I was feeling. You have to trust yourself. Or you might be an energy of literally how this is coming through. Trust your guidance. Trust what you're receiving. Trust in a new start. Trust that a new start is even possible. Because it's balanced. Whatever you connected with is balanced. Whatever you want to do is balanced. Whatever you want is balanced. Just how I have to go back to the houses. I meant to put it in 12th house, but I put it in 21 form, which is your values is you, but I meant to put you are your values. It's the same. It's balanced either way. And it's something about an above energy and a below energy. It's balanced. It's perfect. Or sideways, like a rainbow. The way I know it, metaphorically, from my visual, it seemed like it's sideways and not like this. But it could be. There we go. It's balanced. It's going through. It's going through. Well, universal law is standing out today. So look at me. My values is coming right to me. And the way this arrow is going, it's sideways. It's like a rainbow. It's coming right through. And it's solid. What is it? That's perfect balance. That's fire, earth, and water. Where all the airs at? You got an air down here with inner light in your family. It's down here with the first responder. It's balance. It's Libra, air. I was about to say Aries, which that's up there with Gemini, which is the air in your family. But it's Libra, Aquarius, and Virgo. That's intriguing. This is a middle energy too. The way I said this is the middle area. It's a first response and Aquarius of a balance. Then it's Aries and Gemini, and I know this energy. It's definitely Aquarius and Aries. That's why it's two different perspectives. Virgo is balanced. I can receive this energy airwavely. I'm the first responder in that energy. That's probably why it's always of a new start, light in the dark. I said, hold on, I know this energy. Ah, Jesus. Okay. And then law of attraction is still up top again. Okay. Guess who comes out? The universal laws are standing out today. Cause and effect. That's going with family first response. There's a first response in your family because of a cause and effect. The law of energy. And then the law of placement. Very intriguing. The law of cause and effect, the law of energy, and the law of placement. This is an intriguing area. I translated energy like this a while ago. And it's something about landmarks in areas that are so sacred. I won't say that's everywhere, but literally, certain areas are so sacred. They feel like that energy of the law of placement. That's the cause and effect. Where things happen at. It makes it so significant. But this is a family-based energy. I can't wait to get to the message within that, because that's important. Intriguingly. I don't know why I said intriguingly, it's just... It's going to be a first response in family, and it's based off cause and effect. Jeez, where are we at on the path? Where are we at on the path? Whoa. I don't like the way that one's about to come out. Right speech. Right view. Ooh, that's 2 waters. There we go. 2 waters. Right speech and right view. And that's where we are on the path. That's funny. Your mind. Like literally on the path, the Eightfold Path literally came out. Your mind is on the right speech, headed to the right view. And his view is literally an eye concept. Even though it says viewing, you're really going to view things in the right way. Intriguing. And this energy go with Libra, Aquarius, in the first response. The right speech is going with Aries, Gemini, and Pisces. I want to see the highlight of the message really quick, at the focus point. Then I'm going to go to the message. The devil. Ooh, the devil. And that's the eye too. Bounce. Stuck to somebody. Aquarius and Virgo energy. How many years later did I understand why this connection is so possible? I played too much in time. But literally, it's a bond. Stuck in an all-seeing eye concept. And that's the energy, law of energy. And probably law of cause and effect. It is, because the family, Pisces, is connected to Leo. So cause and effect. What's going on with the... It is. How intriguing. This is a big car / eating of the apple energy of a domino effect. Very extra intriguing energy. Because you're bound, you're stuck. You ate from that aspect. There's no way you didn't. It's energy. And then the law of placement. Where are you at? Which is going back to where you eat from. Then 5 of Wands. Abracadabra. Abracadabra. Look at the bottom. 3 of Cups. Structure. Okay, that's what I say. I know a cup don't want to come out. Cups been coming out a lot. Family been coming out a lot. Structures have been Top agenda. In the Hermit, go within. Alrighty. What's the message? For this bound energy and abracadabra, manifestations of energy. Oh, blind spot. Blind spot. As you examine your thinking, pay close attention to the mentors you use. Gemini and Pisces energy / Aquarius and Virgo energy. Just feel like it's levels to this energy. Even how I sit there, it feels like your younger self is guiding you, or energy of literally be like Christ. You're thinking, do you feel like it's coming from you'll be like Christ energy or another energy? I have to explain this in a different energy. That's why I say it's levels to it. Simple example, because we are in family energy. A child. Are you displaying your mother's behavior or your father's behavior? Who is that mentor that you're receiving? It's really important of an energy. Which I did that today. Yes, I did do that personally myself today. I realized, I'm dealing with my kids for sure. For sure. My son and my daughter. Noah and Faith for sure. And they like to use profanity. I'm not a person who uses profanity. My kids use profanity. I don't. And that's the aspect to know when they are present. Honestly. And that's the prime example of what I mean. And that's the bond type of energy. You're bound. You are part of me. You are me. That's the intriguing part of energy. As you examine your thinking, pay close attention to the mentors you use. That's an intriguing energy. That's an intense energy just because there's a lot of self-awareness and a lot of self-discipline. Some people just don't want to face certain realities, or they don't realize that they're being driven. You start realizing you're not in control. I always say Spirit got the will. I'll give credit to Spirit all the time. Even though I feel like I'm a self-made person, it's because of Spirit. I have a lot of spiritual guidance. And even certain aspects of outside of the aspect of a family base, I do have different guidances that eat differently. Like I'm an altar to them, so my eating may change. There's times where I just don't eat meat because they don't eat meat. They might be real healthy. They might just want a snack. You can recognize the mentor that you're dealing with, or spirit, I would say, based off certain behaviors that you used to start doing. Smoking. What spirit smokes? What spirit you connected to that smokes? It's an important energy, honestly. That's just an example, but it's an important aspect because it's something I'm actually dealing with myself personally. But I have been getting to realize that a while ago, I know when I'm dealing with certain spirits because they seek certain things from me. And it normally is the way I eat. It's an eating concept. Food. Or recently cigarettes, for sure. But that's so funny because I mentioned to you guys recently, because I'm normally a person, cigarettes is, I normally like vaping. That's the extra funny part. I normally like vaping, mainly because of the smell. I like the vape. But lately, I have not been wanting to vape. It's like the audacity of you to give me a vape. I want a cigarette specifically. Once again, you can recognize it's a spirit present who wants a cigarette. I like vape. But it's just literally the audacity of you to give me a vape. It's an intriguing aspect. But anywho, when I first picked it back up, which I don't do all the time for the ones who just oh my God, I do it occasionally, but I'm a smoker occasionally. I'm an occasional smoker, but then again, it's I know why I'm doing it. It's not like I don't know why I'm doing it. Even how I'm giving an example, I know why I'm doing it, but I went and bought me a pack of cigarettes, the Spirit ones, and I felt like I was gonna pass out. And so I threw my whole pack of cigarettes away. But it's just like, it was funny because like you buy a pack of spirits, you know, night time, you know, night time. Play too much, but seriously, I was like, oh shit, I'm about to pass out. It made me feel like I was gonna pass out. Maybe I just say, don't smoke spirits unless you want to go and really connect with spirit, like front row VIP section style. Even though the whole goal is what I'm saying is it connects me to spirit. It's a spirit that I'm connected to, but the other one put me like front row. Front row, you want front row? Okay, go buy you some fucking spirits then. But as me saying that, expressing it, that's a serious statement that I'm saying. I'm not joking. Even though it come off like a joke, like, shit, what you expect? You smoking spirits. But I made a little joke in a reference to, I wonder what dead people smell like. And I was like, they smell like cigarettes. Dead people smell like cigarettes because I felt like I was going to pass out. And so they got to smell like dead people. I'm quite certain that's what the fuck they smell like, is dead people, for sure. But what dead people smell like? They smell like cigarettes. That's what they smell like. You would get the most objective feedback on your performance. That's a prime example of what I just said there and explained. That's pretty much exactly what I just explained. You would get the most objective feedback on your performance. You want some spirits? You want to connect with spirit? You want to meet up with spirit? Okay. Once again, they'd be like, be careful what you ask for. You know? Even though I ain't afraid, like, I do this. I'd be geeked to get the front row VIP. Move me all the way in type shit. But that day was different. It was a little different. I was outside waiting on a bus. Anybody got time to be passing out? That's so funny. I actually heard somebody say this type of statement yesterday. She was donated and like she needed some Gatorade, and it was like, drink your Gatorade before you leave out. And she was like, I'm gonna be in the truck because she wasn't gonna be driving, so she didn't mind, you know, if she passed out. Which, life be intriguing sometimes. It's reminding me of what the hell I just sat there and said. But it was like, it makes sense. Like, you're comfortable, you're inside, you know, you're not dying. You just about to go into a little quicker coma type status. You're not dead, though. You're just taking a nap, you know. But she was like, I ain't worried about it. I'm about to be inside the truck. My brother's driving. It's intriguing how people really do not mind it. That's the intriguing part. But it's not bad. It's just, it reminded me of what I just sat there and said. She was just like, but for me, it was like, nah, I'm outside. I'm not about to pass out here. That would be so crazy. Even though spirit is out there, it's just, spirit everywhere. It's just, I'm not doing this. It's not what we're doing. Where would I think I would die at? Like, where would I think my flesh would stop at? Like, when it's my time, it's just, Transformer time. I'm up out of here now. I'm in the air. I'm about to just live my best life. But, you know, they say you're supposed to live your best life here. I feel like I'm in a practice of living my best life, if that makes sense. I feel like this is just a tool to know how to thrive on the eternal side. Like, one, to even realize you're on the eternal side, like you're clear, you're still present. You ain't even go nowhere. Like, there's so many awarenesses of that, where it's just like, I don't know why I still just be like, huh, what? There's nothing afterwards. But, yeah, I live my best life. I let people know how you gonna find me. I'm gonna tell you how you gonna find me. I'm gonna be present. Yep, for sure, surely am. Like, while I'm here, I don't try to be present. That's the intriguing part. That's exactly part of why I said I don't feel like this is my best life. I'm learning how to live my best life, if that makes sense. So I'm pulling through all minds, through the TV, through the time, through the weather, finding ways to touch them, you know. I tell you what, I'm gonna be on the scene on the scene. I'm gonna be on the scene on the scene. Blind spot requires intense dedication. Requires intense dedication. You got a blind spot of intense. No, it requires intense dedication. That sounds like detox time / workout time. Then it's going with the house of marriage, and your values in yourself. In the houses in astrology, whatever is going on, it requires intense dedication. Separate fact from fiction. That's intriguing how I did that. It's lanes for it. I don't know what I keep saying. I think I said it a few times. It's levels. Like, you may not be... That's an intriguing energy. It's just like how I do my cards away. Let me use that example. I have some tarot cards, even though I still got a deck I just pulled from, which was the Devil card and the Five of Wands, Bond card. I kept those ones because I got those from water beds and stuff. And it's really a symbolization of me because my birth chart is full of water. So I just felt the need to keep it because it's a water-based concept that I got it from. But my other ones, I threw it away because it was causing a fear base within structures that I wanted to join. So that's another reason why I built my own cards, as into separating fact from fiction. Some people would think this is a fiction, but it's like they would think this is more of a fact. Or, you know, the zodiac concept. It's something about that energy of separating the confusion with a fact. That's an intriguing energy. And just even how I sat there and said, there's different levels to it. Just like this card. It's in different levels of it. Like the first aspect is separating fact from fiction. That's an important energy. But that's another reason why I did build my own cards, honestly. Because it's like, there's nothing to fear within this energy. That's the intriguing part. Is literally just spirit showing that they are present. That's it. Definitely with my believer concept. My ones who go into meditation form, the ones that self-texters. There's different levels to it, honestly. Definitely in the creative form of how you receive information. You could be an artist, like literally paint it. Music, you just sing it or rap it or use it in poetry. But it's all about what you receive. That's another thing about that type of energy. Because there's people who like receive like music in the music form metaphorically, and then they sell their music to somebody else, and then they wind up singing it or rapping it. But it's like the actual person who received that message. That something about that is important. That could be a separating fact from fiction. Somebody getting praise that don't really belong to them metaphorically, but then again, it takes a village to raise a family metaphorically. Just an example of an expression as to how you need that step to get to a higher concept. But something about that is important, honestly. That's something I honestly didn't know for a minute. That a lot of people project other people's express. That's that energy too. Be like Christ. That's an intriguing energy. That's an intriguing energy. Because it's not really you. It's somebody else. And it goes back to the aspect of they receive it. They're the natural receiver energy. But they're not getting credit like they are. They think somebody else is doing it. That's definitely separating fact from fiction for sure. That goes in that category. That's just an example I gave, honestly, but it's in that category. Seek a kind approach when they're going with the right view. Who is that? Of a balance. Did I give a kind approach to that example? I hope I did it. I didn't think too much about it. I just said it, but the way you're viewing something, just how I sat there and said, a person who receives something, not getting credit for something, but that's a blind spot too. I'm gonna look at it in a minute. But somebody else is. That's separating fact from fiction. It's just an example that I gave. But something about that where you have to see I gave both examples. Because, sometimes they don't really get paid for it. But the whole aspect is the word got out to the overall. Like, the getting hung on the cross, a bigger picture, giving up only son for a bigger concept, the greater. I feel like it's one of those energies, which I pretty much said that already. So I feel like I seek to the kind approach if it's just practice what you preach. Okay, I really do. It's just I had to check myself really quick, like, did I not take a kind approach? Pause break. The pause break is coming through. On the right view, a lot going on within the view. Where your mind is headed to, that probably going with the energy. Once again, I said how dots connect together. A patient concept, pause break. That's that blind spot. Pause break is coming. On the right view, that's connected to, you will get the most objective feedback on your performance. Seek a kind approach. And this is another blind spot as to pause break. Patience for sure coming. Review progress by harmonizing with the more strategic energies of the season. This one been coming out a good amount, honestly. It all goes together. You will get the most objective feedback on your performance. As you examine your thinking, pay close attention to the mentors you use. Review progress by harmonizing with more strategic energies of the season. That's intriguing energy. Definitely with the law of placement, the law of energy, and then the law of cause and effect. For me, personally, I'm in a prayer-based Muslim concept, which is there in fasting energy right now. Myself personally is more working in the energy of a new start, which is a Chinese concept. The year of the horse, which I'm excited by. I feel like we galloping really good. We're galloping really good. It made me think about Lil Nas X. I'ma take my horse to the old town road. Gonna ride till I can't no more. It made me think of that song, honestly. Just the horse concept. How people sometimes may try to belittle energy when it's just like, it's an original form. That's what makes it so great. Because it really say within that song, we're riding on my horse, you can whip your Porsche, something like that. I feel like that can be coming to a belittle energy, and it's just like, you don't even know what you even trying to side eye. If you only knew, you would just be like, damn, let's scoot over, let me get parts. You would give them your goddamn Porsche. Seriously, it's that much type of a greatness of the energy. We learn and grow as our expectations are tested in the real world. This been coming out a lot too. All eyes on us. Who sing that type of song? Is that Tupac? All eyes on me or some stuff like that. All eyes on me. I want to say us because the way I'm growing, I am working with people. In aspect too, but we learn and grow as our expectations are tested in the real world. It's definitely coming with a lot of eyes. Almost a star energy, for sure. A lot of observing of you. A lot of maybe criticism, for sure, because people don't understand certain things or they just don't like certain things. But there could be a lot of love within this aspect, too. And that's what I'm personally feeling. But another aspect, it is what it is. We learn and we grow as our expectations are tested in the real world. You say you like Christ, what Christ be doing? What Christ be doing? Or they be like, Christ don't do that. That's gonna be the criticism part. But it's just like, it's just an example as to what Christ be doing. They observe you to see what Christ be doing. Type, this the energy is. What weekday is important, Journey? We are actually on a Thursday at the moment. And we got Friday at the top. Hello, sacrifice energy. That was quick. Okay. Indigo will review progress the whole week. I feel like this 1, 2, 3 is important. Day 1, week 2, 3, 7. The whole week. This whole week is important. The whole week is important. The whole week is going with the energy of review progress by harmonizing with more strategic energy of the season. Very intriguing. And that's it going with Gemini and Aquarius. And separate fact from fiction. Intriguing. That's what we're doing this week. Okay, separating fact from fiction. Reviewing progress by harmonizing with more strategic energy of the season. Which, for me, I think I'm right on track. So I did mention the Chinese concept. I mentioned the Muslim concept, how they fasting. Chinese concept is a new year. Muslim concept, they're fasting. And then for me, I already hopped into March, St. Patty energy, lucky time. Which for me, I'm just a natural lucky cat. That's me energy I naturally work off of, which go with the Chinese concept. And with that energy, you will get the most feedback. That's the intriguing part. By harmonizing with those energies. Which I feel like it's all puzzle pieces. Even for me, I'm learning those are puzzle pieces. Even how me and Google had a situation where the dots, you start understanding them dots connect. But like, what is those dots creating? If that makes sense. What form is it forming? It is like a rectangle, a triangle. What is those dots connecting to be? Even though it seemed like a total separate energy, just like religions. They seem separate, but if you connect the dot and it connects to that dot, and then connect to the aspect, like, what's the overall view of it? It's something about a oneness, but don't get me to lie. It's just the way I'm feeling within this energy, honestly, about dots connecting in ways that you didn't think they would connect. Because one is like, I'm Chinese, they're more of a Buddha style. Then the Muslim concept is more of a down on prayer. Does that make sense? Does that even make sense? Ma'am, does that make sense? Just saying, I don't really see Chinese people get down and pray metaphorically. They always in like a Buddha form, even though it's kind of one and the same. That's what I mean. A dot that connect. It's the same. It's just a little tweak of a difference. Metaphorically, it's just that's that. Is there anything else? I want to scroll through the book really quick, then I wrap it up. Pain. Ooh, that's painful justice. It's the top justice, though. You got the Ace of Swords. Ace of Swords. That's the top justice. But as I say, do believe a sword is painful. This is painful justice, but it's the top of the top. This is what you want. This is destination. Made sense. Or destination. Once a destination made sense, but it probably didn't. It's painful justice, but it's the top justice. Mental clarity, truth, new ideas. The Ace of Swords represents a breakthrough. Ooh, breakthrough. A breakthrough. That's always great. Offering you a fresh perspective and the ability to see things clearly. It is a time for action, cutting through confessions. Intriguing. New opportunities. I ain't even going to read it in reverse because I don't feel like this is in reverse. Mental blockage, pretty much. Your top justice, if you were in reverse, you have a mental blockage. The lack of clarity. I said, I'm not going to read it. Look at me still reading. I'm not. Spirit sake, you're not going to do what? You're not going to do what? You're not gonna make any blockages, ma'am. That's what you're gonna do, is not making the blockages. Lack of clarity, indecision, misinformation. You may feel overwhelmed by uncertainty or miscommunication. It's a reminder to seek the truth and refocus your mind. I guess that's not that bad in reverse, but when you're thinking of, that's probably the painful part. That's probably the painful part before you realize a breakthrough. Because in the right, it's a breakthrough. It represents a breakthrough offering you a fresh perspective. You might not be seeing it clear if you're in reverse. You're not trusting yourself, which I said that you have to trust yourself within this energy. Because you're balanced. This is a balanced energy. It's balanced perfectly. But you're receiving from the eternal side. This is eternal energy. If you don't work with eternal energy, then this ain't for you. You could tell somebody about it who's of that, like, oh, you right on track then. Which actually, that was yesterday energy for me. Something about older people is intriguing to me, which I guess is not surprising, just by what I actually learned. And people always call me a baby, and I say, babies and old people get treated the same. I found myself drawn to this older lady from the plasma place. I think she likes me a lot, honestly, and she seemed like a nice person, honestly. It's just, I don't ever really draw on people my age. Like, I'm not a young person. Like, I do got a glowy yes skin where you probably think I am young, but that's another thing. I don't remember how old I am, honestly. I think I'm 36, about to be 37, if I'm not mistaken. But I stopped keeping track. That's an intriguing energy when you literally forget how old you is. I really do think I'm 36, about to be 37 this year, which my birthday in April 29th. I was born on a Sunday at 9:08. So I'm a natural rise up energy, and I naturally do light and the dark energy. You know, it's just, what made me even think of that, Jesus? Oh yeah, I was born on a Sunday at 9:08. I like bragging about that because it's like I'm so perfect. I'm so perfect. Even the way I came through on a Sunday at 9:08, a teaching of infinite energy. I'm just destined to be so great. Like, that's just amazing to me, honestly. But I find myself getting drawn to older people. Like, she's probably like 50 something years old. But I think we have such a great time hanging out. That's the intriguing part. And it's something about, like, I was talking to her, and you can just tell how somebody gets so lit up by you acknowledging them, if that makes sense. That's the intriguing part, which I was amazed because she said something about, she told me about how I had to have patience and things like that, like how this process is about to go. Gotta have patience and things like that. But then I actually had stopped and actually like, so how your day been? And she's like, other than her work situation, she was like, pretty good. I made it to the Y today to work out. And I was like, I got happy by that. You like to work out too. That's great. Which I was just like, you on track. Like, that aspect, just from that, your work concept turned out to be something where you need to be patient, You have to work some things out literally. You was already prepared. You went and worked out before you even came to the aspect where you got to work this out. But that's literally on track. And reminding people of that brings them so much clarity and comfort. And that's literally what happened within just that situation. Then we start talking about, what you can do while you're waiting. I learned she liked to do Scramble, a game called Scramble on her phone. I told her I'm a person who do word searches. I like word searches, honestly. I haven't been doing them lately, but I really do. Keeps my mind calm and just, it lets me know how focused I am. If I can find the word quickly, I mean I'm focused. But sometimes, patience. Like, it takes me a while sometimes to figure out the word. That'd be the intriguing part. But normally, my focus is good. I can dip through it real quickly. But if I'm not dipping, best to believe there's some other things going on that cause patience. Probably some detours and things like that. But normally, I dip. But I learned with her. She's a word scrambler. Scramble. I hope I'm saying it right. Scrabbles? Oh, Jesus. I'm not saying it right. She said she liked to play it on her phone. And she played with other people. And she said she's so good. So I was thinking maybe I should join too. But I honestly don't know how to play it. But I might just learn. But this was nice to have a conversation with somebody. And just enjoy them, honestly. Like, you inspire me and I'm inspiring you. It's really good. It's a feeling, honestly. It's just intriguing when it's just like, it's always older people for me. Like the last female that I was gonna like hang out with, could have been a good friend, she was older too. I don't seem to ever draw in like people of my age. I would say younger. Younger ones like me too because they probably think I am them. Honestly, like teenagers. I draw in those ones too. But people of my age, I normally don't. I don't know why. Now maybe guys, but like females, I normally don't. I would say I would like to, but I don't know if I'm missing out or what. Just I normally don't. They always older. So that could be my top justice. That painful justice? Why is that painful? If that is like my situation, like my top justice, your friends would be just old people. Is that bad? I hate the juggle, but that's been the energy. Have a great day.